like to start the meeting. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Trustee Khan is absent with notice. Trustee Minks?
Here.
Trustee Sheba? Here. Trustee Thill?
Here.
Trustee Travis?
Here.
Trustee White?
Aye. Here.
Thank you. Can I get the approval of minutes for the regular meeting of September 23rd, 2025?
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of September 23rd, 2025.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Sheba. Any questions or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we have no special reports, no public hearings, no plan commission reports, but this is the time for residents' comments on agenda items only. Robert Burkhart?
Thank you, Mayor. It's good to see you and the rest of the trustees. And I do look at some of the things that are in the agenda and look with interest the matter of the parking issue in municipal lots. And I'm particularly concerned about the Metro lot. And that is on the agenda tonight as first reading. And I've talked to Connie and a little bit about this. I think there needs to be easier provision for parking overnight or for like 2 days. I'll tell you why. I used to do that when I lived in Skokie. I had a job with Amtrak, and I got on the train on one day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, went to La Plata, got off the train, got on the train coming back, and returned the following day. I would buy 2-day tickets, which we could do, so that was not a problem for getting tickets and so forth. Though one time I got a ticket and I just took and showed it at the police station and it was no big deal. So I think that that's an important thing. Another thing is folks are going downtown a lot of times to spend one night. Say you have a wedding on a weekend or you're going to a theater and you want to stay overnight. That's another time. Now, I know you're going to post it, but what happens if a person comes there, they're ready to go, and they see the sign and they don't know anything about that in advance? So I think that it needs to be a little bit more open for that. I know people that do reverse or commuting at night. You know, they leave one day and actually they come back the next morning. So that is really 2 days. So I'm vouching for the fact of going back to make it possible to buy a ticket for, say, 2 days, and they know in terms of the money that's deposited or so forth, how much you've put in there. So that's my hope. You might make it possible and easier. It makes it a lot easier for them than paying for a night of parking downtown in the Loop. So, or to do like I did when they had to commute. And I think a lot of other people are looking at that situation too. So it makes something easier. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank you
Bob.
for your comments. Tonight's just a first read, so
Yeah.
thanks for giving us something to consider. Anybody else? Hearing none. President's report. So I have a few appointments tonight, and I see 2 of our appointees in the audience, so if you'd raise your hand to be recognized. I'd love to get a motion and a second to approve the appointments of Rosemary Aliato and Peggy Borg to the Community Relations Commission.
I will make the motion to approve both of them to the Community Relations Commission.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Travis, seconded by trustee Sheba, I heard. Any questions, comments? Please call the vote.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Thill? Aye. Trustee Travis?
Aye, happy to have you.
Trustee White?
Aye.
Yeah. The appointment passes 5-0, Your Honor.
Thank you, and thank you for volunteering your time. It's so important, and we very much appreciate it. My last one, I don't see her in the audience, but I'm going to ask for a motion to approve Wanda Robles to the Special Events Commission.
I'll make the motion to approve Wanda Robles to the Special Events Commission.
Second?
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Travis. Any questions or comments? Please call the vote.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee White?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
The appointment passes 5-0, Your Honor.
Thank you, and thank you to Wanda for her volunteerism as well. Just a couple announcements. Last month, I was joined by our Community Development Administrator, Brandon Nolan, and our Village Administrator, Chuck Meyer, at the grand opening of the Koenig Training Center as part of Shore Services. Shore Services provides vocational training for those individuals 16 years and older with intellectual and other developmental disabilities. This one-of-a-kind facility provides participants with the skills to obtain and maintain employment and a sense of belonging. The welcoming atmosphere was contagious, and anyone interested in the organization should visit shoreservices.org to learn more. It's really wonderful to have them in our town and the wonderful work that they do. I also had the opportunity to have lunch with U.S. Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky and her Chief of Staff, the Des Plaines Mayor Andrew Gajakowski. We were able to discuss the needs of Morton Grove and future planning, and she is very supportive of our community, and I really want to just congratulate her for her well-deserved retirement and thank her for her years of support to the residents of Morton Grove. And that is the end of my report. Clerk's report.
Thank you, Your Honor. As the liaison for Maine Township Government, I have a brief update. The Maine Township Clerk offers many services for their residents. Some of them include free notary public services, handicap parking placards, hunting and fishing licenses, license plate renewal, passports, senior citizen RTA and Ventra cards, and voter registration. You can contact the clerk at 847-297-2510 at the Maine Township Government Office at 1700 Ballard Road in Park Ridge. That's the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Staff report?
Yes, one report. For the benefit of the public watching at home tonight, the Traffic Safety Commission at their last meeting requested experimental parking for the 5800 block of Capulina. The parking restrictions would be for residents only on the block on school days from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., so long as those residents have parking placards. So it's intended for residents who live on that block or their guests. Residents should be receiving a letter with these regulations and parking placards later this week or early next week. And the experimental parking should run from November 1st to April 30th of 2026. The purpose of experimental parking is to test different parking configurations to see if an issue can be addressed. And to this end, the village will be surveying the residents in that block, and throughout the process, we'll be monitoring the area to determine if experimental parking's restrictions address the issue that's been raised by residents. And with that, that concludes my report.
Thank you. Corporation Counsel? Reports by trustees. Trustee Khan's absent with notice. Trustee Mink?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no formal report, but I did want to mention that the fire department had their annual open house on the beginning of October, and they welcomed hundreds of residents to Fire Station 4. I wanted to thank everyone who was able to make it to see our fantastic staff and operations at the fire department. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you. Trustee Sheba?
No formal report, Your Honor. Composting diversion report. The village compost provider, Waste Not Compost, provided the village a year-to-date diversion report for the composting providing in Morton Grove. To date, the village has collected 70,663 pounds of compost, which has equated to 3,136 gallons of gas offset by diverting food scraps to the landfill. Visit the village's website to learn how you can sign up for this composting program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Trustee Thill?
Yes, I have no formal report, but I just have a comment. Monday, I believe, is we start our leaf collection. Is that right? That is correct. But I also have noticed that landscapers are putting their leaves in the street. Landscapers are not allowed to do that, and I think it's up to the resident who has them on their payroll is to tell them you cannot put your leaves in the street. You're being paid to take it away. It's not right that we as citizens have to do your job and pay for it. Thank you. That's on my report.
Thank you. Trustee Travis?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a few ordinances. First, I have ordinance 25-27, which is an ordinance amending Title V entitled Motorist Vehicles and Traffic, Chapter 9 entitled Parking Regulations, Section 9 entitled Municipal Parking Zones, Section 10 entitled Commuter Parking Lot, and Section 11 entitled Municipal Parking Lot of the Municipal Code of the Village of Morton Grove. The village maintains a series of publicly owned municipal parking lots throughout the community. The village has received reports from residents that a handful of electric vehicles are regularly parked at the charging station at the American Legion Civic Center parking lot for several hours, which is well beyond the time needed to charge the vehicle. This limits the ability of others, and specifically Civic Center patrons, as intended, to use the space to charge their electric vehicles. Staff recommends the municipal code include a prohibition on overnight parking in the municipal lot at the American Legion Civic Center, similar to other publicly owned lots, and to add restrictions limiting electric vehicle parking in the charging stations to no more than 2 hours per vehicle per day. The proposed village code modification would establish a 2-hour limit, and if approved, the village would subsequently install signage at the station to inform the public of the restriction. Additionally, the proposed ordinance includes a limit of no overnight parking in surface parking lots for commuters that use the train station, and updates the village code to refer to this as the commuter parking lot, as it serves a different function to municipal lots and caters to those using mass transit. So this is only the first read, so there'll be no action tonight. My second ordinance is ordinance 25-28, which is an ordinance amending Title VI entitled Police Regulations, Chapter 4 of the Municipal Code entitled Animal Control. From time to time, the police department reviews ordinances to ensure they remain current, effective, and supportive to the community health and safety. A recent review of the village's animal control ordinance identified several areas in need of improvement. The current ordinance does not define wild animals, which could allow residents to legally possess a variety of potentially dangerous species. The amended ordinance addresses this gap by expanding the list of prohibited species and establishing clear procedures for compliant handling and enforcement. In addition, the ordinance introduces new provisions prohibiting ground feeding and authorizing the village to require the removal of bird feeders that contribute to rodent activity. These measures will strengthen the village's ability to address and prevent rodent-related issues. If adopted, the village and the police department will proactively educate the community about these changes. The police department will also partner with building inspection and services to ensure consistent and effective application of the ordinance. This is also a first read, so there'll be no action tonight. Then I have a little bit of more business. This past Friday, our police department served as guest baristas for regional staple Will's Place in Skokie. Will's Place is a nonprofit coffee store in Skokie that provides jobs for adults with disabilities. Thank you to our chief and staff who supported this worthwhile cause and organization. And then lastly, as the liaison to Niles Township, I wanted to share a little bit of information first about their rental spaces. So Niles Township now offers 3 newly remodeled rental spaces tailored to a variety of needs. The Lee Tamara's Community Room accommodates up to 40 people in a presentation-style setup. It includes a full kitchen, Wi-Fi, projector, and screen available upon request, and accessible parking, ideal for community events and presentations. For smaller gatherings, the conference room seats about 20 and comes equipped with a beverage counter, flexible seating options, and Wi-Fi. If you're looking for a quiet workspace, the hotel office offers a secluded space perfect for remote work on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. All rooms are available by reservation, with evening or weekend requests considered for an additional fee. Niles Township also offers free notary public services for residents during regular business hours. A valid photo ID and unsigned documents, they must be signed in front of the notary, are required. That is the end of my report. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Trustee White?
Yes, I have a resolution. It's Resolution 2575, a resolution in support of the Safe Routes to School project and application for funding to improve safety and accessibility in the area surrounding Edison Elementary School. Brief background on this is it's a 100% grant opportunity, and it's to fund bike and pedestrian infrastructure improvements in the area of the school. IDOT administers the Illinois Safe Routes to School, which is SRTS, to improve conditions for students who walk or bike to school and also to facilitate safe bus movements. I move to accept this resolution as presented.
Second.
Motion made by trustee White, seconded by trustee Thill. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee White?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Resolution 25-75 passes 5-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything else, trustee White? Okay, presentation of the warrants. Trustee Travis?
Thank you. Tonight's warrants total $2,267,069.51. I move we accept the warrants as presented.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Travis, seconded by trustee Minks. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee White? Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Thill?
Aye.
The warrants pass as presented, 5-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any other business? How about residents' comments? Devesh Pandit?
Thank you, Your Honor. I stand here, and this is my annual ritual to come here to the podium and wish you all Happy Diwali. The Happy Diwali starts on 18th, and our new year starts on 22nd of October. And by the way, October is the Hindu Heritage Month, and there we are celebrating Diwali together by Hindus, Jainas, Buddhists, and Sikh communities. And our festivity goes like for a week. So we are so fortunate to have 3 square meals, and some families are not. So what we do every year, we collect the non-perishable food, and I collect it at my residence, and then I transport it to the distribution center, and then we deliver the food, non-perishable food, and we donate it to the pantries, and then they distribute to different people, those who need it. Every year, we also do go and meet with the police and fire department, and then we wish them well and thank them for their services. This year, because we follow the lunar calendar, all the festivals are coming together. So I have a novel idea, which I talked to police chief, and what we are planning to do is my wife, lovely wife Tina, and other ladies would like to approach fire department, and then they have a kitchen. So we would like to teach them some non-vegetarian Hindu meal, such as like chana masala or dal roti and khichdi, so which is very healthy as well as nutritious and filling as well. And it cooks in 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm also talking to one of my Jewish friends, and she has also expressed the same interest in doing some kosher food cooking together with our effort. So if that materializes, I will reach out to Mike and our fire chief, and then we will invite you also for tasting the food. Other than that, I don't have, but one request I would like to make is there any way we can post this on our website, or can we do a blast mail or something, or is there any mechanism so that we reach out to maximum people in Morton Grove? That would be my request. That's all.
Just to see Chuck afterward.
All right,
Yeah,
will do.
yeah.
Thank you so much, and Happy Diwali and Happy New Year.
Happy Diwali
and
to you.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I can taste food. That I can do. Thank you so much. Okay, and nothing else? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Sheba. All in favor